And we're getting some breaking news. The MP's delegations heading to different countries will be briefed by the Foreign Secretary at 3 p.m. today. The delegation headed by DMK MP Kanimori, JDU MP Sanjay Jha and Shiv Sena MP Shrikant Shinde to be briefed today. So that's the latest update that is coming in as far as the India's global outreach on Operation Sindoor is concerned. The MP's delegation heading to different countries will be briefed by the Foreign Secretary at 3 p.m. today. My colleague Piyush is now joining us with more details on this. Piyush, the delegation headed by DMK MP Kanimori will be briefed by the Foreign Secretary today. Could you give us more details about the visit of this delegation?
Well, yes, absolutely. It's a very important brief which will take place today in Parliament complex. And this briefing will be done by Foreign Secretary. That's what we have been told. There are three big delegations those will be headed by DMK MP Kanimori, Shiv Sena MP Shrikant Shinde and JDU MP Sanjay Jha. These delegations will be briefed by a Foreign Secretary on Operation Sindoor. Remember that the MP's delegation will be travelling to different parts of the country where they are going to highlight the message of Operation Sindoor. And if we talk about these delegations, remember that the delegation headed by Sanjay Kumar will be heading to Indonesia, Malaysia, Korea, Japan, Singapore. The delegation of Shrikant Shinde will be heading to UAE, Liberia, also Congo and other countries. What we are also told is that the Kanimori, the delegation which is being headed by Kanimori, that will be heading to Spain, Greece, Latvia and Russia. So all these delegations who are all set to leave later in the week, they will be briefed today by Foreign Secretary about the Operation Sindoor and as to how the country is going to put forth the message and what needs to be told to these countries. The delegations, the remaining delegations, the four more delegations will be briefed later in this week, and then these delegations will also leave for other parts of the world. So it's a very important day where these delegations will be briefed by Foreign Secretary today at 3 p.m. at Parliament complex.
All right, Piyush, thank you for getting us those details. And as details of Operation Sindoor and the ongoing ceasefire continue to emerge daily, India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri answered several pertaining questions during the Parliamentary Committee meeting that was held yesterday. Misri confirmed that the India-Pakistan conflict remained within conventional warfare with no nuclear signalling from Pakistan and that the ceasefire was a bilateral decision. Opposition parties raised several concerns, notably whether Indian planes were damaged during Operation Sindoor, a question to be answered by the Ministry of Defence. They also questioned IMF loans to Pakistan despite its ties to terrorism. Ministry of External Affairs clarified that such loans were sovereign decisions by other nations with independent relations with Pakistan. On US involvement, the MEA clarified that while India and the US communicated, there was no American mediation in the ceasefire, and regarding America announcing the ceasefire ahead of India, the MEA stated that India had not informed the US in advance. Meanwhile, Congress MP Shashi Tharoor described the meeting as constructive, with the government providing satisfactory answers to key foreign policy concerns.
This was a very, very thorough discussion. Many of the MPs had thoughtful questions to ask. There was even a desire to have a resolution expressing solidarity with the Foreign Secretary in the face of the unwarranted attacks upon him. He himself requested there should be no resolution, but it was a unanimous sentiment of the committee that he has performed good service for the nation and we all stand with him. The committee has in many ways covered a lot of constructive ground and has left with satisfactory responses to various questions.
Centre cannot decide unilaterally who will go from which party. They have to ask for names, they have to call and arrange for wider deliberations with all political parties, especially with the political parties belonging to the opposition camp. And then if you ask for the names, if you ask 5 names from Trinamool will nominate 5 members of parliaments to be a part of those delegations. No one was approached. No one was approached. I'm the General Secretary of the party. Did they approach me? Did they approach the chairperson? अगर approach किया दोबारा approach करें. दिक्कत क्या है? क्या proof क्या है approach किया है?
And we now get you the inside scoop on the Parliamentary Standing Committee meeting that was held yesterday. There were questions asked by the opposition leaders, and we'll now let you know what were the answers from the Ministry of External Affairs. So, the opposition asked, were Indian planes damaged in Operation Sindoor? To which the Ministry of External Affairs replied that the Ministry of Defence will respond to this question. It cannot be answered by the Ministry of External Affairs. Now, then the opposition asked, why did IMF give loans to Pakistan? To which the Ministry of External Affairs replied that other nations too have a relationship with Pakistan. And that is the reason that led to the loan that was given by the IMF to Pakistan. Opposition also asked, did US intervene in India-Pakistan conflict? To which the Ministry of External Affairs said that US and India spoke, but US did not mediate in the ceasefire between India and Pakistan. The opposition also asked, how did US announce a ceasefire before India announced it? To which MEA said that India did not inform US about the ceasefire in advance. So these were the questions that were raised by the opposition to the Ministry of External Affairs in the Parliamentary Standing Committee meeting that was held yesterday. The opposition asked, were any jets damaged in Operation Sindoor? The opposition also asked that why did IMF give loans to Pakistan? To which the Ministry of External Affairs said that other nations have a relationship with Pakistan and these are sovereign decisions taken by them. And as far as the damage is concerned, the Ministry of Defence will be responding to those questions.